knows what he does best. And this thrilling final takes yet another twist.
The second Campeones Cup is in the books. 3-2 Atlanta United over Club America. No. Josef Martinez is not hopping. Not on the game winner. That's because the hop earlier in the game didn't go his way. This was a really, really fun game. We're going to break it all down here from the AT&T MLS studios with Calen, Carr, and Charlie Davies. First off, guys, before the highlights, before all the hoopla, your impressions. This was fun. I just had fun tonight.
I was hyped. Atlanta earned respect, a lot of respect from Liga MX teams, a lot of respect from fellow MLS professionals, and a lot of respect from me. Everyone stepped out. They played hard. They were attentive. They showed their skill, their class, and they prevailed tonight. It's a huge step in the right direction for all MLS to know that we can compete with the best of Liga MX. Tonight, they came out with their best, and we matched it.
Yeah, it wasn't just the win, I think, as well. It was the way it happened, the style of play. Both teams really went at it. You saw from the lineups before the match in the pregame show. We're like, we're really going for this one. And Josef Martinez, to me, was the man of the match, the standout performer. He missed the penalty, but came back when he needed it most. But it wasn't just that. It was just the energy in a final. That's the guy you want. He drew the red card when he needed to relieve pressure. He was just phenomenal all game. I thought in a big final match, Josef Martinez stepped up huge for Atlanta United.
40,128 fans at Mercedes Benz Stadium tonight for the second ever Campeones Cup. Let's get to those highlights. Oh yeah, full voices there in the supporters section. Calen, though, in for Braguzan, had to make a huge save early on. Got that left paw up. And then just 5 minutes in, Charlie, Emerson Hyndman, his second goal. Remember, he scored in the Open Cup. What a beautiful little play this is.
It's a cool finish to hit the side netting. Don't rush it. He took his time. He finished.
And then Renato Ibarra. He had a chance just like this earlier. Hit basically the same spot, but it went out. Club America goes up, and then PK or no PK, Calen?
It's a penalty. I think it's clever there from PT Martinez just to sense that the defender had exposed himself. There was enough contact for it to call.
Oh,
and
my
this
God,
one here.
PK.
And then it turns around and this goes in and you're like, oh no, here we go again. Liga MX, I don't know. This is the opportunity. Did we miss it with the penalty kick? But then Josef, oh my goodness,
Jeff
what a strike from Jeff.
Big red.
I've seen him do this.
It's been a while. There was a deflection, but he can thump a ball.
I mean, he's been doing this for
he knows how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Days.
And then Pogba winning the PK, and he said, hey, can I get it? He's taking 4.
No.
He said, it doesn't matter.
We'll talk about
Look at the celebration, too. The fake hop, no, it doesn't matter.
He's playing it up. We will definitely get into that hop in just a little bit. The hop on the first one, the exaggerated hop, he misses it. No hop on the second, he makes it. And there
another
you see
trophy.
The confetti shower in Mercedes Benz Stadium. Jeff Larentowicz hoisting that trophy up in the air. MLS gets their first win in this very, very young competition. 1-1. Tigres won the first time around. Now Atlanta United has it. Here are your stats. Shots, Atlanta United had that one. Shots on target. Possession. Duels won. This is a good performance.
You don't see this often against a Liga MX team.
Especially the possession stat.
I would love if this was a two-legged event and you could see Atlanta and how they play in Azteca.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. But regardless, they showed up tonight and they dominated. It went back and forth, but literally Atlanta played hard and they finally figured out, okay, this is how we beat this team.
There's been some shaky times for Frank de Boer in Atlanta. This is not one of them. While we were watching that, I was trolling Twitter, as I sometimes do, and you see Pity Martinez out in the middle of the field throwing confetti in the air with, I think, his daughter, but just soaking it all in. This is one of those games, while it hasn't been around for a long time, it doesn't have the history of an MLS Cup or a Shield or whatever it is. I'm not comparing them, but it's a jumping off point. It's a confidence builder. It's something they can band around the rest of the year. I mean, Frank de Boer, you could even hear the enthusiasm in his voice, and I haven't heard that a ton this season, Charlie.
You don't get better than that in a competition, especially for this case. In this case, it's the second time in this competition. What I like about this is that Atlanta comes out, plays their strong squad. They have a stadium that's packed, and against the Club America, who goes out with their first team, coaches animated, players animated. There's fights, there's passion. And Atlanta wins. It doesn't get better for an MLS side to compete against the league's best in Mexico and win. I'm kind of flabbergasted.
And both teams went at it too, and I think the Club America side was really frustrated by the end of the match. If you saw Piojo throughout the match, I mean, he's always brings that energy, but he was getting into it. There was multiple yellow cards given to the bench there. There was the red card there on the other side as well. So I think the Club America team, I don't know if they were expecting to come in and think that they were going to have an easier day than they did, or maybe when they took the lead that Atlanta might lay down. But Atlanta fought back and showed a ton of character to be able to do it. And then even throughout the match, I don't think they closed out the game maybe as good as they could have, but they did get some really nice possession play coming in from Darlington Nagbe, who did a fantastic job, and a couple others. I thought Heineman was also strong as well.
I don't want us to overstate the importance of this. It's a fun match. It could get even bigger. This felt like maybe a jumping off point, as you heard Taylor Twellman say on that ESPN broadcast. What does this mean for not just Atlanta United, but for Major League Soccer in this rivalry with Liga MX to win this match in this game in the manner that they did?
We're getting closer. I think the best part for all players in MLS, all front office, it's knowing that we are closing the gap between Liga MX and MLS. This Club America team is one of the best in Mexico, and we took it to them. Now, you understand, you invest in the squad the right way. If you build your squad, if you have a coach that can get your players to all buy into the system, this is the result.
Yeah, you want to see this at CCL, right? And we've gotten, MLS has gotten really close to that over the years, and that started to chip away a little bit at some of the progress that MLS has made. And then also when you see the signings and the profile of the players that were playing for Atlanta United and where they come from as well, I think that really matters as well, because to me, the best player on the field today for either team was clearly Josef Martinez. P.D. Martinez was right up there as well.
For me, it's Darlington Nagbe, without a question. Involved in the build-up, involved in 2 goals. He connected passes. He got out of tight spaces with his dribbling ability. He frustrated this Club America team. And when you see him play, you have to wonder, why is he not a bigger part of our U.S. men's national team? Because what I saw tonight, only 2 or 3 players can offer that across the board in our U.S. men's national team player pool.
Oh, that disappears, though, and that's the frustration with him. And that my point more was the fact that Darlington Nagbe is not going to change playing well in a match like this is not going to change the perception of MLS to Liga MX fans or for the region in general, whereas Josef Martinez, P.T. Martinez, some of the players that come from Latin America are the types of players when they see them performing in MLS against Club America and doing well, that those types of players, that's why Atlanta United has had such an impact, not just on MLS, but I think the entire region, and that's the type of progress that I think is really good.
The depth was on display, no doubt, for Frank de Boer. Now, Jeff Larentowicz is not going to be one of those names that maybe fans in Mexico and in South America say, oh, wow, Big Red, but oh, wow, he had one of the goals that helped Atlanta United get this victory in Campeones Cup, and David Goss is standing by with him, another AT&T call to the field.
You've been around this league for a little while. This group, to make 5 changes and to win a game like this against Club America, what does it say?
Well, it shows the strength of our squad. You know, I think that all the guys that played tonight have started recently and done well for us. But it's a group effort. I think that week after week we're getting better, and playing a game like this with a crowd like this it's fun. It lifts your level, and I think that even if you haven't been playing week to week, you come into a game like this and you get lifted by everything.
You were a part of the group last year that won the title. How close is this group right now to where they were at?
Well, we'll see. I mean, we've got a lot ahead of us. This is one game. It's one good game. I think that week after week, recently, we've gotten better, and it's just about continuing that, keeping guys healthy and making sure that we have that rotation to get through all these games. It seems like we're playing every 3 days. So it's kind of a new format for the league. Everything's squished together, but you rely on the squad, you rely on each other, and I thought we did that well tonight.
You've been a part of some of the best teams in this league's history over the last 10 years. This group, to beat a Club America team like this, is it different? Is it better than the ones, the LA Galaxy, the New England Revolution teams you were with?
It's different. You know, every team's different. I think that this is special. This is certainly a team indicative of where the league is right now, a mixture of the roster and players from all over, a coach from overseas. You know, I think that the league is changing and adapting, but you know, those teams were good in the past. It's hard to compare generations, but I'm happy to still be a part of it now and look forward to the next 4 months.
Big goal must feel good. You're going to start taking PKs from Josef?
Hey, you tell him. You can battle him for that one and tell him I asked you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, just laugh. Because nobody's taking PKs from Josef. Doesn't matter if he missed with the hop. I tweeted this out. I wanted to know, should he keep on hopping despite the miss? Or should he retire it? 66% say retire it now. He had only missed once, I think it was, with the hop before that. So I'm not sure if Josef will listen. What do you guys think? What should he do? Because here it is. Whoa, that is an exaggerated hop. That's a bigger hop than we normally see.
You got to stop the hop.
Yeah.
You limit your options. You can't get enough power behind the ball. If the keeper stays on his line, it's much easier for the keeper to read where you're going, even if he is thinking you're going to go the wrong way. He has time to adjust because you can't get the power necessary to put it in the corner.
And there's the adjustment from Josef Martinez. Straight run up, puts it in the corner.
Yeah, he missed on the hop several weeks ago against DC United.
Okay, fine. It wasn't saved. He missed it, though. You're right.
Right.
Went over the bar against Bill Hamid.
Right, and then after that, he sort of went to an abbreviated hop, as we would call it, maybe, and then got rid of it altogether. And the best penalty takers I've seen are the guys that have one consistent way of doing it and stick to that. Brad Davies would actually only go to his left. And it was literally every time, and we'd be like, is anybody watching film of this guy? But he could hit that spot and occasionally would maybe go right just one time to throw it off. Cuauhtemoc Blanco does the long run up. If he misses, he doesn't do a short run up. He goes back every time. So I'd like to see Josef pick one thing and stick with it. But if you're going to pick one, I would say not the hop, because it just overcomplicates things a little bit. There's too many. It creates too many possibilities for error.
I say take the hop away, but my opinion matters not at all. Josef Martinez will do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and he will do it from the penalty spot because he's not giving these things away. Didn't matter that he missed it. You knew he was still going to take it. Pity Martinez, of course, just last weekend against NYCFC, wanted one. Calen, you had the eagle eyes on this. You saw this happen live. Pity Martinez draws the penalty, and immediately he wastes no time. He throws it, una. Oh, por favor.
Yeah, and the part I loved best about it was the fact that it was such a hopeless ask. Like, there was never a chance that Josef, regardless of begging, pleading, there was never a dream that Josef Martinez was going to be generous and give it to him. I know PT said he's going to keep asking, and then, you see the relationship there still. But Josef,
like, I appreciate the hustle, but you're not touching this ball.
You might as well just not ask anymore, because Josef has taken each and every one of them. And yes, he missed one, but he deserves it. He's their guy.
The thing is, he could miss 5. He's still going to get the ball. And everyone knows he's the leading goal scorer. He's the top dog. As long as he wants to take the PK, he's taking it. And that's ugly.
By the way, that penalty, as Taylor Twellman, again, not to shout him out too much here, called out. I mean, Jimenez is off the line. There's a player, but that hop is ridiculous. I mean, he has like hang time on that thing. It's that's too much. You can do the little hop, I think. Stick with the little hop. Don't go the big hop.
I think of those 34% who voted to keep the hop. How many of those are Orlando fans?
Opponents, yes, opponents. Orlando fans? What? Orlando fans?
Yeah.
Sorry, Lions faithful. Had to do it to you. Look, he converts, and as you said, you felt he was your player of the match. But Josef Martinez, in a large part, is the difference between Atlanta United and a lot of teams. Sure, they have depth and other players, but he is sort of the, indiscriminate goal scorer that just every single game you expect him to get 1, 2, a couple, and he takes all the attention of the opponent.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that today. Today it was also his hold-up play. There were certain times where he really needed to it was 1-on-4 where he draws the red card, where he really needed to relieve pressure and get in front. Then on top of that, his movement around the box, his speed with the ball and without it caused Club America a lot of problems. He looked on another level tonight compared to that back line. He gave them fits all day.